Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Straight Bailey.
And this your man, Goose Thomas. What it do, people?
LTBB in the building, man. This is what we do every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Coast time. But we got a little late start today, man. We had a special guest in the studio.
We in that prime time slot. Kareem Mueller said we in that West Coast TNT slot.
Hey, that's a good look, man. TNT ain't on right now, man. But Let the Ball Bounce is, man.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate everybody chiming in, man. And staying with us.
Yes, sir.
All our
more importantly.
Yeah, all of our faithful listeners listening to Let the Ball Bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We are here almost every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Coast time and every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Download that Guerilla Cross app on your phone, man, and follow you guys. Let the Ball Bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. We are the best sports talk radio show in town.
Yeah, man.
And this isn't something we're just telling you. It's something that we heard. We heard it on the street.
I heard it. Yeah, that
Unless like, people lying and trying to gas us up. I've been hearing it for a long time.
But that's been happening like the last 9 years.
Yeah, so
it is what it is.
What's really going on?
It is what it is, though.
Big ups to Bill Logan, who's probably
getting a nap.
Getting a nap in. And Sherm's at home right now sweating and listening to the show.
In a V-neck. The U-neck. The U-neck, sorry.
Got the U-neck, Bob.
The U-neck.
Look, man, we are here to give you guys the best of sports talk, man. We got a lot of drama in the National Basketball Association to give you guys, man. And a lot of emotions are run high. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are, just on edge, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Basketball's here, and NBA is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
NBA is fantastic.
It really is, bro.
Man, we got some baseball news for you.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of boxing news,
yes,
man. A little bit of football news, some things going on. Hard Knocks is
people still giving out money.
Yeah,
they're still giving out money in the National Football League.
Just because.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday, and I want to give out some cheese.
Yeah. Just because.
I ain't got it like that.
Just because I feel like it.
And if I did have it like that, I ain't got it like that.
I probably wouldn't. I still wouldn't.
Yeah, I ain't got it like that.
Me and my man, Mike, before he left, was having a little conversation, man. He said something that was profound.
Oh.
He said, I'm not going to let anybody borrow any money if I can't afford to lose it.
Basically.
So if I don't let you borrow any money, don't take it personal.
No, don't take it personal.
I just can't afford to lose it. I mean, that might be 9 times out of 10 because I don't like losing money. Just period, though.
If I added up, and I'm not even going to lie to you,
boy, look.
But if I added up all of the money that I've loaned out,
and look,
it will probably, and this is a pretty decent number considering the fact that I'm 43. It would probably be along the lines of maybe $3,500, maybe $4,000.
Sure,
I think that's pretty good at 43.
That's a reasonable number.
But that's recouped. I've recouped bits and pieces of my money over the past 20 years, right?
But see, here's the deal, and I know we get wrapped up in the. Especially when it's a good friend of yours, bro.
Definitely.
Like you get or a family member for that matter. Let's go family member. Let's not even go friend. Let's go family member. You just get wrapped up in the fact that this your peoples.
It's your peeps.
And your peoples ain't supposed to do you like that.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, and we all are grown here, right?
Yes, sir.
Family will do you in quicker than anybody else.
Come on now. I wasn't gonna be the one to say
I'm gonna say it.
Go on, say it, man. I'm with you though. I'm too near you not to hear you.
It's kind of hard. It's hard to be successful because people don't view you the same.
Sure.
they think that you don't have the same struggles, or you don't go through the same things, or you may not, or you got it all. You got all the money.
Yeah.
You know, it simply isn't that.
Right.
I got a family to take care of just like
Just
you.
like you.
Right? I got insurance to pay just like you.
Absolutely.
I have groceries to buy just like
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Right? I have taxes to pay just like you.
Yeah.
But I may be under a, you know, a bigger, you know, scope because, you know, now that I own my own business, you know, Uncle Sam want to make sure that I'm doing my taxes right.
No question.
I can't even tell you the last time I received a tax return.
Right.
To all you people out there living your best life once a year, get that tax return. I ain't right?
Yeah, bro.
I got to find ways to put my money so I'm not, so it's not being taken from me.
Truth.
I have to constantly reinvest the money that I make. Come on, peoples.
Yeah, man. Free game, man.
That's all, man. Free game.
Free game for free 99.
For everybody who think it's easy out there, nobody has it easy. Nobody has it easy. If I'm making $150,000 a year, it's probably going to be harder for me to maintain that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about those people who are making six figures.
Yeah.
They can't go to making six figures for 10 years and then the last 20 years of their life they broke.
Can't happen.
They're under a huge amount of pressure to try to maintain that.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is a sports show, man.
We just gave you some financial game real
Stick
quick.
to sports.
Little financial game.
Appreciate everybody who's out there unemployed and still listening to us instead of out finding a job.
Whoa.
We appreciate you.
I mean,
Your
unemployed
baby's
people
mom
love
is
sports
paying
too.
your cell phone bill to watch and listen to Let the Ball Bounce.
Wow.
I've never in my life had somebody else pay my cell phone bill.
No, it's never happened. As long as I've been able to pay a cell phone bill,
I paid my own. I paid my own beeper bill.
I got. Well, I was in the 7th grade. I mean,
I was a little older.
yeah, I was in the 7th grade when I got my first.
It's just
beeper.
a tad bit older.
Yeah. So when I was able to pay my cell phone bill, which was my sophomore year in college, yeah, I was 20 years old when I got my first cell phone, guys.
Tragic.
Yeah, still a flip phone too. I had a flip joint, and it wasn't even. That was before the color screens, way before the color screen. Yeah, man.
Big ups to everybody out there still living your best life on the little bit of tax money that you got a couple months ago. That money running loud.
Shout out to them $250 checks that come through in the clutch.
Man,
it's plenty of basketball to talk about, Dre Bailey.
So we can start it like this. Download the Guerilla Cross app on your phone.
Yes.
Follow Let the Ball Bounce on the gram. Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Let the Ball Bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor. And Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, which is the hottest,
yes, indeed,
hottest sports page on social media, man.
No question.
So we're going to start it off like this.
Collect yourself, brother. It's going to be a long
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to address the Facebook doctors or just talk about the game in itself.
We can do both.
Okay, so let's just start with the game.
Yeah.
Starting the game, Kevin Durant decided, coaches decided, doctors decided, collectively.
Real doctors. Real doctors. Yeah.
Not Facebook doctors.
No, not Facebook.
Real doctors.
Real ones.
People who actually, barely see home, but bank accounts look super nice. Those guys.
Yeah.
Not you tax refund people who sitting at the crib right now. But real real doctors collectively came together and basically asked Kevin Durant, how you feel? Do you feel like giving it a go? And for the first 6-7 minutes of the game, it looked like this had been the best decision on God's green earth that was made.
Yep.
The man hit his first 2 or 3 threes
Yeah, I think first 3.
before he even put the ball on the ground.
Yep.
Catch and shoot.
Yep.
I said, I'll be damned. This dude ain't hurt. He can't be
Right.
scoring like that.
Mhm.
But ouch.
Yeah.
I'll let you just take over.
Yeah, man. What Dre was trying to allude to
Ouch.
was the slow motion replay
Yes.
of one Kevin Durant's calf muscle simply exploding. And as a result of it was a result of his Achilles tendon ripping. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's all over YouTube now. You can YouTube it and watch it in slow motion. It is a painful sight to see.
Ouch.
To watch a man's leg explode. It really, really is. But let me be a crow eater. When the injury first happened, when he went out with the strain in the semis against the Rockets, and time went on, I said, I don't think this dude is as hurt as he's leading us to believe. I said that. Not afraid to admit it. I said that. Time goes on. We think he's coming back. No Kevin Durant. So, fast forward to last night's game 5.
Wow.
He comes out like a gangbuster. And I said, see? Told y'all he wasn't hurt. Told y'all that man could have played. 5 minutes later.
Ouch.
Kaboom.
Well, when the initial, not game 5, but when the initial injury happened with the quote unquote calf strain.
Sure.
The way he pulled back at it,
Yeah.
I instantly became Quincy, the Facebook Dr. MD.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, that looked like an Achilles. I done played enough basketball in my life
Yeah, bro.
to know that much.
Yep.
So I knew he was hurt. I've never questioned if he was actually hurt. And I think as time goes on, in this series, I put up a post that said, if KD is available to play in game 5, why wouldn't he have played in game 4? If he's not hurt, or if he's hurt. But I started to believe that they were just pulling the wool over my eyes.
Sure.
This guy's not coming back. I was saying to myself,
because
they're
it's
just-
not like that hasn't happened before.
Exactly.
Right? So it's safe to assume.
Yeah, I kept saying, this guy's not coming back. They're just saying that to build up some type of anticipation for the series.
Yep.
This guy's not really coming back. But then when he came back, I said, hold on. He's either going to play hurt, or maybe it wasn't an Achilles injury when it first happened. Maybe it really was a calf strain and he's actually healthy to come back.
Yep.
Needless to say, there were a couple of fans that cheered for
Just a couple.
Kevin Durant's injury being taken out of the game.
Yep.
We never want to see that.
No.
Right?
No.
But this isn't the first time I've seen someone get hurt
No.
and fans cheer.
Not at all. Not at all.
So let's not be oblivious to what's actually going on.
Sure.
It happens. Was it right? Absolutely not.
Nope.
We never want to see a person get hurt.
Right.
But it looked bad, brother.
Yeah.
And I think that KD was listening to what a lot of people or a lot of the chatter, because he's been known to do that.
Sure.
Listen to what people are saying, Twitter, yada, yada, yada. That's one of the things I respect about LeBron is during the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a shutdown.
He shuts down. I think you need the complete focus. But with KD, he's a little bit more emotional.
Yeah.
And I think he heard people saying he ain't really hurt.
Definitely.
He didn't hurt his Achilles or he's just trying to save money and go into free agency. He's out of there. He's leaving Golden State. I think he listened to that.
Yep.
And he wanted to show people that he had some type of toughness, like them naps on his head.
That's tough. That's built forward tough.
Right? Built forward.
It's built forward tough.
He wanted to show his toughness.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Right?
No. We're all guilty of it.
Right?
No question.
But it's the same thing I tell my son. You ain't got to go out there and show that you're a tough guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Bow
the
out.
complete opposite.
Yeah. Bow out.
But KD, moving forward, bros, we hope you get better.
Yep.
But you have to stop listening to fake Facebook doctors. Listen to your team and trust your gut. If you don't want to play, don't play. Not Kyrie, but Kawhi did the same thing in San Antonio.
Sure did.
They made it look like to be like it was an issue with him and Pop.
Right.
The fact that he was sitting out. They were saying he could play. Why won't he come back? And he played one game, came back, scored big, didn't play again because it didn't feel the same.
Didn't feel right.
It's okay to say no, man.
Sure is.
And you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You got 2 of them things. You got 2 rings?
2 rings. 2 rings and 2 finals MVPs.
Right. You got 2 of them things.
Which is more important to, I guess, the average basketball aficionado or, person that takes in the game when you're talking about an individual career. Finals MVPs matter because you're looking at a team with Clay, Steph, Draymond, right? 3 guys that were drafted, 3 guys that they built around, all of that good stuff, right? Steph being obviously the more, looked at player, right? Steph has 0 finals MVPs. And this is a dude that is regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen in this league, in the association.
Yep.
Best shooter ever. 0 finals MVPs, right? So along comes KD. And again, I'm going to say this again for people that weren't listening before when I said it the first 50 times. When Kevin Durant came into the Golden State organization, they were fresh off a finals loss. They went to the Hamptons to seek out Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant did not seek out the Golden State Warriors. Let's be very, very clear with this, guys. Let's not act as though he went up to Steve Kerr's doorstep begging to be a part of this organization. He was a free agent. They came for him.
Yep.
Okay? He gets there. He's the finals MVP for the first series or for the first finals. If you watch that series, he hit timely big shot after timely big shot in that series. So now fast forward, the narrative is after he gets hurt, the Golden State Warriors don't even need him to win. That's the narrative that we hear, right?
Tragic.
Fast forward
we hear it.
To the NBA Finals. They get down 3-1. All of a sudden, we need Kevin Durant now. All of a sudden. He plays, he scored 14 last night? If he doesn't play, the Golden State Warriors are sitting at home. They only lost by 1 point.
Yeah. I really feel like that. And that's to answer your question to me, Bowden. If KD does not play in that game yesterday, he gave them an emotional boost.
Sure,
he gave them, his true, basically telling his team, I'm a warrior.
Yeah.
Right?
For real, in every sense of the word.
But see, I don't know if he felt that he needed to come back because of maybe a couple of teammates were saying some things.
And you know what, you don't want to think that because of the image that the Golden State Warriors portray of being, this family, and we look after our brother and this, that, and the third. You don't want to think that. But on the flip side, we're talking about male professional athlete egos here.
Yes, egos.
Talking about egos here. And I would not put that out of the realm. I wouldn't put it out.
Bros, you have nothing to prove.
Nothing. You've proven it already. 2 finals appearances, 2 chips, 2 finals MVPs. Who's asking? Who's asking? Who's asking what you bring to the table at this point?
Exactly.
Who's asking it?
I think if you're gonna be mad at anybody, KD, be mad at your team for being down 3-1.
Be mad.
I mean,
be mad at your team for last night. This is an alarming stat that really stuck out to me. Do you know how many threes the Golden State Warriors made last night?
How many?
20.
Ouch.
20 3-pointers made by the Golden State Warriors.
How many was taken, though?
It was probably mid-40s maybe. Woo! So they shot a really good percentage. If you could check that for me, Quan. I want to say it was in the mid-40s.
It has to be, because you know what's
crazy?
Even
if it was at 50, they still shot 40%.
You know what's crazy is when they got down in that fourth quarter, and me and you were sitting together, we watching the game.
Yep.
And
shout out to everybody over at Bourbon Street, man, for hosting, man. It's a beautiful thing last night.
Really beautiful thing.
Yep.
We were watching the game, man, and Golden State had the ball. They were passing up 2-pointers.
Yes. Layups.
Only looking for the 3.
Only.
Didn't need to.
And they were 20 for 42. The Raptors were 8 for 32.
They need to put up 15 more threes. Kyle Lowry.
Here's the deal, though. That's alarming. One team makes 20. The other team makes 8. It is a 1-point game.
Ouch.
Are you serious?
Now, does Kevin Durant come back if Golden State's up 3-1?
No, probably not. Absolutely not.
Probably not.
Absolutely not.
I would go out on a limb and say probably not.
So are we going to blame the coach for putting him out there? Because a lot of people are trying to play the blame game. Let's stop playing the blame game. KD, last I checked, was a grown man.
Grown man.
With an agent.
Yes. Yes.
The agent has the last say in something like that.
And, last time I checked, grown men pretty much do what grown men want to do.
Sure. Absolutely they do.
So I can't point the finger at anybody. That's KD's decision. He wanted to go out there and show that he had some heart. He wanted to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
That's on him.
Yeah. But my thing is, I just don't want the same people that spoke ill of him. And we can go all the way back to the decision he made to coming over to Golden State, which, again, I didn't necessarily agree with. I wouldn't have done it, but it's what he wanted to do, and he's not one of those guys that will go down as an all-time great without a chip now, because now he has 2 chips and 2 finals MVPs, so nothing really can be said about him. Right. It ain't like he went over there hanging on coattails. We have to understand the difference in somebody ring chasing and somebody just really wanting to be a winner. And Kevin Durant just really wanted to be a winner.
Yeah, a comment was made. I think he wanted to come back just for the love of the game. That's not why he came back. KD didn't come back for the love of the game.
Yeah. I love football, but I will never be playing tackle again. Love football, though. I'll never put on another helmet and shoulder
love
pads
of the game. He came to prove something.
Yeah.
That he could play hurt, that he can go down fighting, and he wanted to be out there with his team. He felt obligated if they was getting, because I think I put a post up too that said, you know, if KD is available to play, he needs to be out there getting his ass whooped just with the rest of his team too.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't listen to us, KD. You got to do what's right for you.
True.
So opting in with that $30 million seems a little bit better to get that $30 million and just rehab.
Look, that's exactly what I was going to say.
A $30 million rehab?
Yeah. But
boy,
now,
if you don't take that,
man, 31.5 M's to rehab, right? So I have this theory. So with that being said, right, you opt in, 31.5 million. The Golden State Warriors rehab you. They're the ones spending the time with you. All of their trainers, all of their doctors, spending all of the time with you, getting you back to form.
It's a gamble,
right? If you're Kevin Durant, and let's bring both sides into this. Let's bring the Golden State Warriors front office into this because they have just as much to do with it as anybody else. What can be said from both sides? And we'll start with the Golden State Warriors in their front office.
Let's do it.
Right? What can be said from the Golden State Warrior front office perspective to say, you know what, Kevin? You know, I don't know if it's going to be some apology money thrown in there or what. But what can we do as an organization to get you to remain here and sign long-term with us?
I need 2 dips with my bag.
On that chip. I want a whole lot of dip on my chip. Now, flip that. What does Kevin Durant now say to the Golden State Warriors now? You done rehab me. I'm feeling good. If you're Kevin Durant, Dre Bailey, they done rehabbed you. They done brought you back.
Brought me back.
They done pulled what's my girl name? Queen Latifah played Just Right.
Yeah.
They done did the Just Right on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rehabbed you, man.
Yeah.
Brought you back to all-star form.
That part.
You know what I mean? What you gonna do?
What would I do if I'm Kevin
What you gonna do?
and they rehab me?
Yeah. They brought you back to form.
I say thank you. I appreciate the love and support that you guys have shown me over the past 3 to 4 years. I consider you guys family. You'll always be in my heart.
Sound like a dearly departed speech. This don't sound good, Trey.
I love the Bay. I done made a lot of friends up here. I done collected
all the techies. All the techies love me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I messes with E40.
No, heavy.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh, my God. So all that we done did it for you. We rehabbed you,
But
Kevin.
nobody told you to do that. This is business.
Well, you re-upped with us. We had to do it.
You didn't have
What else
to.
was we going to do? Who else was going to do it? Who else would have been responsible for it is the better question.
It's some other teams out there who would have been responsible.
Not after you re-up with us. We responsible for you now.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Wow.
But see, you got to understand, KD.
Now he won't get the Supermax. He won't. I don't think he'll get
because Clay got to get money too.
Yeah, because Clay got to get money too, and they already gave the Supermax to Steph Curry, so he won't get the Supermax. He'll get a nice chunk of chips though.
Yeah, but I want a Supermax, even with the Achilles injury.
And
I mean, there's a team out there that will give it to me.
No doubt, there's a couple of teams out there that'll give it to him with the bad wheel. No question. He's 31. He's 31 years old.
Right now, I'm looking at a place where I can potentially retire.
if you're Kevin Durant, where are you thinking about retiring?
I mean, there's a.
I mean, without it being, collusion and all.
Well,
KD, where are you thinking about retiring?
I don't know where that's going to be. I can only focus on what's in front of me now.
Yeah.
LA sounds dope.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? New York is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Mecca.
Sure. Decisions. You'll find out at a later date.
Yeah. Or
that's what you'll tell the media.
Staying in the Bay is not a bad thing, man.
No, it's really
the Bay is dope.
Especially, we have a team here already formed. These guys have another 4 or 5 years at this level.
Let's run the table.
Let's do it.
But I want Max. So now I'm conflicted. I'm a little conflicted right now. I want to stay because this team could help prolong my ability to go on the court and do whatever I want to do.
Sure. No double teams.
Right.
Single coverage at all times.
Right. This team could help prolong my career.
Yeah.
But they can't afford to pay me max if that's what I want. Is it really all about money with KD?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's all about money, but he would like to get paid his worth at bare minimum.
And will this be his first Supermax contract?
This would be his first, what would be considered a Supermax deal.
Boy.
Because he done got some what we would consider Supermax money. But when we're talking about the what constitutes a Supermax contract, yes, this would be the first of what constitutes a Supermax contract.
Look, people come back from Achilles injuries every day, B. I don't want to hear how this injury is going to set KD back as far as being a viable threat in the National Basketball Association.
Sure.
He showed you yesterday on a bad wheel, I can give you 14 in 8 minutes.
Yeah. On a bad wheel.
I can play on a bad wheel. If I'm averaging 14 points every 8 minutes, let me play 16 minutes a game, I'll give you 30.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it sounds like. On a bad wheel, too.
On a bad wheel.
On a bad wheel. On a bad Pirelli P0.
He has a better chance to get back to KD form than DeMarcus Cousins does.
Oh,
why? Because DeMarcus Cousins eats all of the cheeseburgers.
Yes, he does. All of the patty melts. Gone, courtesy of DeMarcus Cousins.
He needs to slim down.
Boy, it's a big dude. It's a big boy.
If you are a barber or a nutritionist out there, NBA is ready for you. It seems like.
On the same team. On the same team.
KD will still show his worth. That's the bottom line. He's KD. He's a born scorer. This Achilles injury, man, come on.
Yeah.
I've seen people, let's not compare it to Kobe Bryant's injury. Kobe Bryant was towards the end of his career.
Sure. It's like 36,
right?
37.
KD is still young. Mm-hmm. He's still got some tread. He's going to heal quicker, and he'll be able to recover. Sure. It's not completely over.
Now, I got a question, and we're still talking about the Achilles injury itself, and we're talking about KD. But let's talk specifically the Achilles injury in sports overall. And we're talking about basketball, but let's think sports overall. Who has come back that you can think of and has come back at least close to form? Because nobody's going to return true to form after an injury like that. It just doesn't happen.
From an Achilles?
You're going to lose speed. You're going to lose quickness. Your ability to cut, your ability to, to stop on a dime is going to shorten up. But who can you think of off the top of your head that has come back and at least returned to decent form
Now,
after an injury.
now
like
speaking basketball,
Mhm.
I have nobody right now that comes to mind because a lot of those injuries that came from the Achilles in basketball came from some old school players. You know,
Sure.
I was watching the game when Dominique Wilkins
Yes, that's
tore
exactly
his.
who I was thinking of. Bro.
You
Derrick
know,
Rose was probably the youngest that dealt with that.
Youngest,
right?
In his
sure.
prime in the
Right.
NBA.
Prime
right?
career. Yeah.
And so, you know, just thinking it. I mean, Richard Sherman, he's not even back to where
Right.
he was.
Right. No.
You know, and
And most people are older when they get it.
Right.
So,
Sure.
right, most people and a lot of the people that I've seen with that injury are older people. When Dominique
guys.
pulled it, he was pretty much on his way out.
Right.
But you know, given 2019 KD being on that Warriors team and not having to exert as much energy as you would with a team that absolutely needs you every single play, could be a little bit more wear and tear. So, I mean, to answer your question, I don't know any.
Yeah, I was thinking, Dominique, when you talk about, you know, at least returning to have some type of contribution, but human highlight, Dominique, we ain't get him no more after that. No
I
way.
think that's the one thing
It's not.
Durant has an advantage of. Everyone we've seen in the NBA that dealt with that.
Sure.
Derrick Rose, he
Sure.
was drive to the basket all the time.
Right.
Kobe,
Right.
he was older and was more explosive. Kevin Durant's not really an explosive guy
Sure.
anyways. He doesn't jump that high on his jumpers.
Right.
Just shoot.
So I think him coming back, I think he'll be the best looking one that's come back
Sure.
from that injury.
And I can dig that. I'll agree with that, man. Caller, you're on live with the LTBB crew, man. Dre Bailey, Goose Thomas. What's your name and what's your question?
See, murder.
Okay.
Is this C murder?
Me, Chris. It's Chris.
I thought it was the
Who do you
real
think
C
it is?
murder.
Yeah, like I was getting ready,
Yeah,
like,
the real
whoa,
one.
what is going on here? What up, man?
Oh, you know, just got done walking my dog. So I heard you talking about Achilles injuries, and
Yes.
you forget to talk about my boy, Dan Marino. He came back
Oh,
somewhat.
interesting.
That is interesting.
Very much so.
I mean, he wasn't fleet of foot. He wasn't cutting.
No,
but
yeah,
I mean,
that wasn't his game. Best pure passer I've ever seen, though.
Yeah.
In football, no question.
But I mean, he still came back 80% of what he was and led us to a couple playoffs.
Sure.
He didn't lead you to
But,
that chip though.
No, never. No, we're a Kings franchise. We'll never win. Who cares?
Come on, man. Have some confidence in your fans, man. You actually got a quarterback
we're gonna
battle
get
out
good.
there now.
Watch. We're going to get good, and then the lockout's going to happen. I don't know
Oh,
what's going
boy.
to happen,
Yeah.
and we're going to get screwed.
Wow.
Watch. It always happens to be us Dolphins.
They gonna do y'all like they did the Montreal Expos
Ugh, tragic.
that year
Yeah,
when they had that
94.
monster squad.
You know-
What was that, 90, 93, 94?
94.
There you go.
94. They were like 20 games ahead of
Oh,
everyone.
my God.
And then
They had a monster team.
Lockout
Pedro
happened,
Martinez, Larry Walker,
Delino
like
DeShields,
the
yeah.
Lino DeShields. I mean, they were cooking lockout. That
yeah,
sucks.
they're in.
You know what?
They pretty much ended the franchise there.
Yeah.
That brings
Wow.
up a great
But,
point. Dan Marino. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, and to a lesser extent, Rudy Gay in San Antonio.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rudy
I
Gay
mean,
had
yeah,
it.
he's not the same
He's
guy
not
he
the same.
was in his prime, but I
Right.
mean, he's still he might be a little bit better.
I saw
He's
some
better than
actually-
one shooter.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
there
He,
still.
he ain't better than the old Rudy Gay.
Nah.
That's
Nah,
for sure. For
no,
sure.
no. He's still giving you some good minutes though.
Yeah, he is.
I
But
saw
He's more
a
efficient.
a stat or a clip that said Rudy Gay has been the highest earner of someone that has not made an all-star team. Is this true? Is that a true
I have
a
no
true
idea.
thing? Because
Well, I mean, he got maxed out a couple of times.
Yeah,
he got
his-
big deals, and
his career earnings is like in the 200s, bro.
Right.
Like he's made a
Joe
lot of money in the
Johnson,
NBA.
you think of Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson,
Joe
same
Johnson
thing.
made a lot of money too.
he's done too.
He's made a lot. Joe Johnson made a lot of NBA money, bro.
God, he makes so much.
Yeah,
and
he did.
What did he get for it?
Hey,
George Johnson?
hold on now. The crab dribble that he put on Paul Pierce was epic.
Ouch.
That
was epic.
Million?
That was epic.
Phoenix gave him a lot of money. Atlanta gave him a lot of money, and the Nets gave him money.
Tons.
He robbed all three of those teams.
What did they get out of it?
Nothing.
Hey, man. We appreciate.
Have we talked about the offseason yet? Is it offseason talk yet? Can we talk about the NBA offseason? The NBA finals are over.
Not yet, man.
On Thursday.
Not yet.
Can we talk about the offseason?
Not yet, man.
But
we still got the finals going on, man.
We could talk about you being a real life serial killer, man. We appreciate the phone call, man. But we forgot about Dan Marino.
Appreciate
so that was a good one,
Chris, man.
That was a good one.
Great call, man.
That was a good one.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
Dan Marino. I didn't even think about Dan Marino.
Well, KD.
Football players do better though recovering from that because you're not going up and down for 48 minutes straight.
Sure.
You're not. I mean, running backs, of course, are cutting a lot more, but I feel like we've seen a lot more football players come back from that than basketball. Basketball, it changes the player.
Sure, no doubt.
Altogether.
No question.
Well, let me tell you this: when I saw, and this wasn't an Achilles injury, but Paul George's injury. I seen it. It was here in Vegas. It was at the Thomas and Mack, and I was watching it on TV, and his leg was mangled. Right? It just snapped. It just snapped in half. Right? I didn't think that he would ever recover. I thought that Indiana Pacers were smart by not giving him the bag over in Indiana because they were like, it's over.
See, and the thing with the injury like that, when you have a clean break, you want to have a clean break. So if you want to hurt yourself, you know, but when you start tearing those ligaments, that's what really messes everything up. ACLs.
Ligaments.
Yeah.
Makes you cringe, man. Every time.
Well, you know, he's going to give it a try. He's going to give it a go. Because I know a whole lot of people who were with a significant other or a new girl that they met, and the first time they was with him, it just didn't last more than 30 seconds. But did you stop trying, though?
Did you stop trying? You got to give it a go.
You got to give it a go, man.
You have to give it the good old college try, man.
That's it. It's always tomorrow.
It's always tomorrow, man. Your little ones will form back up, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Your little soldiers will march again, man.
You live to fight another day.
Yes, your soldiers will march again, man. Give it 10 minutes.
So in this game 5, it was such a close game.
Yeah.
You and I witnessed
wow,
a little bit of greatness in Kawhi Leonard. The man for a 4-minute stretch wanted to shoot the ball, and he did not disappoint. Nope. We have, 6 seconds left on the clock? When he had the ball at the top of the key and
6
started.
seconds when the ball got inbounded?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Kawhi has the ball, top of the key,
Sure.
6 seconds where he starts to make a move or attack.
Sure.
Number one, personally, I thought that he started too late. He should have did it more around the 13, 14 mark, because you always need a backup plan for what you don't know is about to happen. So he dribbles the ball and he gets double teamed
Immediately. As soon as he puts the ball on the deck, the double team comes.
as he should.
Yep. Absolutely. I don't
Get
want
the ball out of his hands.
I don't want you putting the dagger in us. We've seen you score 10 straight points. I don't want to see you put the dagger in us.
Right.
No, make somebody else do it.
Make someone else do it. So he passes the ball to who? Van Fleet. Van Fleet gets closed out on.
Immediately.
He passes the ball to what looks like a wide open short corner 3 by Mr. Buffalo Butt himself, Kyle, a.k.a. Bookman, for the 3. In his defense, Draymond Green got a piece of it.
Yes, he did.
But I would have pump faked him so hard and leaned in for the foul or something. I would have done something.
Because there was some time left where he could have done that.
They were down 1. They didn't need a 3. Number 1,
step in, knock down a 15-footer, 17-footer.
Which you have been doing all game.
You're down 1 point.
And you're a veteran. The stage sometimes is a little too big for people.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes decision making at certain junctures and parts of the game goes out the window.
Sure.
In panic mode.
Sure. Now let's rewind. Let's rewind all the way back to when Kawhi was cooking. We're talking 3 minutes left in the ball game. Raptors up 6. Nick Nurse calls a timeout. This is the equivalent to you having Steven Gostkowski, which is he's one of the most accurate kickers in the National Football League, right? This is the equivalent to Bill Belichick calling a timeout to ice his own kicker. It's a chip shot from 35 yards away, and you call a timeout. As the head coach of the team that's getting ready to end the game. Nick Nurse. Kawhi was cooking.
Well, he was watching it. I was like, boy, he
10 straight points, bro. Why would you do that? Why is Nick Nurse's name not being mentioned when we're talking about who screwed up what? Nick Nurse's name is not being brought up, and I think that's unfair to the rest of those guys that had on white jerseys last night.
You want to know why it's unfair? Because he didn't call it. He called a timeout.
Or black jerseys.
Yeah, he called a timeout while Kawhi was cooking, but didn't call a timeout to run your last play.
Super weird, bro.
That does not make any sense.
Who are you? That's real funny, bro. Who is Nick Nurse?
I would have been running to the half court, going timeout with that 6 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's run a play. Look,
he needs to see a doctor.
Double team.
Nurse needs to see a doctor.
The nurse needs to see a doctor.
Right?
I don't get it.
Right? This is what I would have did. Called a timeout. I'm Nick Nurse now.
Yeah.
I'm actually to do the same thing.
Gotcha.
I'm Nick Nurse right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call a timeout. And I tell my team this. Kawhi, when you get the ball, they're going to double you.
Mm-hmm.
Here are a couple of options for you when that double team comes. Right? You can either go here, A, and shoot over the double team, or penetrate, maybe draw that third defender in, then kick.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have ran a play.
Mm-hmm.
And Buffalo Butt would not have been the one for me to take the last shot.
And Danny Green was wide open on the other side.
Danny Green, and in that defense, Danny Green's been playing like a trash can.
He's been Jekyll and Hyde, bro.
I'd still rather see him take the three over.
Sure, especially being wide open. Absolutely.
Because Lowry just missed a wide open three right before that.
What do you do if you're Nick Nurse?
First of all, if I'm Nick Nurse and I'm calling that timeout with 6 seconds left, here's what I'm saying in the huddle. Number one, first and foremost, Kawhi Leonard won't be the first one to touch the basketball.
My God. Somebody needs to come set a screen for him, pry him loose a little bit. Go ahead.
Kawhi Leonard will not be the first one to touch the basketball. Because this is what they're looking for. Which is why the double team came immediately when he caught the basketball.
You're hired.
I mean,
you could take the job over in Toronto.
What
basics, right?
What am I doing here?
Look,
I mean, with that being said, now without Kawhi being the first one to touch the basketball, if I get Kyle Lowry in a one-on-one situation, they're not coming to double him right away. No. And if they do, now my options are a little bit better because I'm not getting the ball. The person that's getting the ball from the inbound is not catching it on the wing near the hash mark, bro.
Right.
What can I do from there? What can I orchestrate from the hash mark, bro? 45 feet away.
No.
Nothing.
I'm sending Kyle Lowry off a pick to go get that ball because I know he can control it, right? Then I am somehow getting the ball to Kawhi Leonard at the elbow.
Short 15-footer, which he's been hitting all series long.
Let him go to work. Go to work.
He's been hitting. He's been the real live Thomas Shepard.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Thomas Shepard is, look up the movie Above the Rim, and you will find your answer. Best mid-range game I ever seen, real life or fiction. it's
Hold on, better than Glendog?
Yes.
Glendog Robinson?
Oh, absolutely. Ooh. Oh, absolutely. Thomas Shepard from elbow?
Ooh.
What? Oh, my. And coming off a screen? Oh, butter.
Momentum obviously is sitting on Golden State's side.
Sure.
They're going back home for game 6. But statistically speaking, they've not played well at home.
Nope.
And they only won the game by 1, and they made 20 out of 42 three-pointers.
That's insane. If we playing in a rec league,
boy,
me and you, and we drop 20 threes as a team, we're walking out of there with a 25-point win.
Or 50 burger the way we had on us.
We got 50 burger.
They made about 23.
We had one dude make 23s.
Yeah.
Shout out Neek, man. It's our guy. Dominique, man, Las Vegas Royals. Yeah, he dropped 23s on us that night. And we got 50-pieced. That's how it's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to make 23s and only win the game by 1. It's not supposed to be close when you make 23-pointers.
So, what we talked about yesterday during this game, and I'm glad you brought that up, the eye test. People were saying in the bar we were at, oh, Kawhi ain't been doing, he ain't been doing nothing really. Hold on. And the box score is going to look like certain amount of points. But let's not forget, those 10 points that he scored in the fourth were clutch buckets.
Super clutch.
It's not going to say clutch in the box score.
No.
This is where the eye test comes.
This is where watching the game comes into play.
Yes. And watching the game, it seemed like Golden State should have been up 15.
No question. At one point, several points they were up double digits. There were several points in the game they were up double digits, which it probably should have increased from there. But here come the Toronto Raptors.
Chipping away.
Every single time. They were up by 13. Next thing you know, they're only up by 4. We're like, hold on, dog.
Yeah.
Every time we look up, it's Golden State that's going on these runs and making the Toronto Raptors uncomfortable. But then you look up again, and it's a 4-point game. It's a 3-point game.
Wow.
Again, and you just alluded to this. We're gonna talk about them about Game 6. We'll give our analysis on Game 6. But just to reiterate what we just talked about for Game 5. 20 of 42 from the land of plenty to only win the game by one point.
That's a great stat.
Now, if I'm Golden State, or if I'm looking at Golden State, this is just an assumption. This is just me giving analysis. This is not true by any stretch, just me giving analysis. If I'm Golden State, I'm feeling kind of drained after that. It was an emotional game. KD goes out with the ruptured Achilles. We have to, grind out a game which really, I mean, in hindsight, when you look at it, they didn't grind out any damn thing because they dropped 23 pointers. That's not a grind out game, bro. When you hit 20 of 42, that's not a grind out game, bro. It's not. It's not. Because again, when you drop 23s, you're supposed to win by 25. It's supposed to be a clear blowout. Nobody's supposed to be close to you. But if I'm Golden State, I'm not feeling well going back home, bro. I'm not, put it this way, I'm not feeling the way I should be feeling. I ain't gonna say I'm just gonna be totally down because that crowd in Oracle we already know is nuts. It's completely nuts. I'm just not feeling the way I want to feel right now. KD out. Still emotional. You got your GM in front of the camera, in front of the press, crying.
Boo-hooing, no.
Super boo-hooing. You got Klay Thompson trying to explain just how good Kevin Durant is as if we don't already know. Like, so much going on. Steph say he cried 15 times before he left the arena.
Steph said that?
I'm just playing, bro. The way he was talking about it, it seemed like he probably cried that many times.
Man.
Looked like he cried a river before he left Toronto.
Cry me a river. Looking boy.
But, like, you just got all these emotions going through you. If I'm Toronto, I done beat you twice at your house already. This is nothing new to me right now.
All the men with sensitivity are in the Bay, seem like. Maybe that's where, Is
that what it is?
I need a sensitivity. You need a man like boy.
Yeah.
That was the cut.
That was the cut. No question.
But man. Yeah. Going into game 6.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Name the artist.
Boy.
Hey.
Name the artist.
Man, stop it.
Wait,
on,
he doesn't
family?
know. He doesn't know.
It's New Edition's homeboy.
He doesn't know.
It's the lead singer.
Are we serious right now?
What if he doesn't know?
A man like me.
You don't know the artist?
RT.
That's Ralphie.
All right.
It's Ralphie.
You guys are looking scary for a little bit.
Stop it.
You guys are looking scary for a little bit.
I was surprised that I got to ask that. Like, I was just
looking
surprised.
scared for a little bit.
I was just surprised, brother.
Look, man. Toronto needs to win next game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If they allow Golden State to take them to 7, that's deflating.
Yeah, now that would be deflating.
That's deflating.
Absolutely. So they need to take advantage of this moment.
They have to.
Going back.
They have to.
But let's not let off of Nick Nurse. I'm not done with Nick Nurse right now, bro. I'm really not. And I don't think anybody should. And let me not let Kawhi Leonard off the hook. I've praised him. I'm going to critique now. Kawhi Leonard could have played better last night, bro. A late turnover that he threw to a player that was on the bench.
The boy will turn that ball over sometimes. He's a little C sometimes.
Like, dog, you gotta be better than that, bro.
Late.
Especially late. You gotta be better than that.
You know what I think Kawhi is saying to himself?
Mm-hmm.
Or he probably said to Van Fleet, you were supposed to shoot the ball. I gave the ball to you.
Yeah. I ain't get to you to get to him.
And the way that Van Fleet been playing, I'll take him shooting that ball over Kyle Lowry all day.
All day. All day. I know he'll step into it with confidence, for sure. With the lost tooth.
Tragic, man.
I'll have if I'm Kawhi, I'll have that confidence in Van Fleet, for sure. If I'm the one passing him the basketball. But again, rewatch the game. Van Vliet got closed out on too.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I was having this conversation with a coworker today. We were talking about the game when we were on lunch, and he was like, "Yo, Thomas, man, what do you think about the game last night?" I said, "Well, it's one thing that people aren't talking about, and that's Golden State's defense in that last sequence. They closed out on shooters. First of all, it started with the double team on the inbound. That created the panic. That created the scramble, if you will. Now, you have to ultimately give full credit to Draymond Green because he was nowhere near Kyle Lowry when he caught that basketball.
Help defender.
When he closed out on Kyle Lowry, he ultimately blocked the shot.
That's why I would have. And let me tell you one thing that Golden State does very well. They're shooters. Their shooters, Steph and Clay, they practice the pump fake three for the shot first.
Sure.
This should be something that you get in your scouting report. All the time. Every time. They get the ball, they'll pump fake it first. If you're not jumping, then they'll go up and shoot it.
Yep.
It's very rare where they get it and go straight up.
Sure.
Kawhi did that. Not Kawhi. Clay did that late in the fourth. And guess who blocked his shot? Kawhi Leonard. So he said, I got something for you. I'm going to pump fake the next one.
Yep.
Come on, man. You guys need to pay attention to detail, and I don't think enough of that's being done.
No. There's
not enough attention to detail. These things the coaching staff should be pointing out at the half times, at timeouts. What are you guys coaching?
Yeah.
You're sitting there watching the game just like us. Coach.
Yeah. And it's not like Steve Kerr just outdid Nick Nurse, because I don't believe he did.
No.
I don't believe Steve Kerr outcoached Nick Nurse last night. Because had he outcoached Nick Nurse last night, they'd have won by 30.
At least.
They'd have won by 30. We just read off the stat. 20 makes to 8 makes from the land of plenty. I can't really give it to you any other way other than that. 20 to 8.
Do the math.
If I'm coaching the team that drops 20 3-pointers in a game, you best believe we're walking out with a double-digit win, and it's not even a debate about it.
But here's the two things with that, too, I want to say. Golden State can shoot 20 for 42. If you shoot 42 shots, Golden State is the team that can make 20 of those, right?
At least.
Sure.
Toronto took 32. They should have took 10 less and went to the basket more.
Sure.
There was a lot of times they're forcing threes.
Agreed.
That's not what they do.
Agreed.
And that's not how they beat Golden State in the past in this series.
Sure. Okay, so go to the box score if you can. And with the 33s that was put up, who split those threes up? I want to know who took them.
Who took them? I want
Siakam 0 for 4. Should not be shooting.
Should not.
There you go.
Have shot. Hold on.
He might have 1 3 at the end of the quarter or something.
Just
in his hand.
Just his 4 would have been enough.
Yeah. So Kawhi 2 for 7.
That's fine.
It's all 2 for 3. Danny Green
1.
Donut. For 4.
Yikes.
Now that's your 3-point shooter.
That's tragic.
Yeah, that's your guy you look for.
You need 40% from him.
So I tell Kawhi Leonard, shoot 2 or 3s less. I tell Danny Green, you got to give me 1,
You got to give me 1.
Kyle Lowry, 1 for 6.
Good Lord. What about Van Fleet?
3 for 6. Perfect.
And that was what Dre just said. Dre just said it. It's tough
because of me, I'm a shooter. We know this.
Sure.
We play basketball together.
Sure.
I play percentages with myself.
Yeah.
So when I'm in a game and my jumper isn't falling, I tend to not keep shooting jumpers.
Right.
I do other things. Like I'm not gonna do it. Come on, man. At some point, these stats, some of these percentages needed to be said at a timeout and say, we're going to play the percentages. Van Fleet, Kawhi, Marc Gasol. If we're going to shoot threes, these 3 need to shoot them.
Absolutely.
I look right at Danny Green, and I'll be like, you bet not shoot it.
Play defense, bro. Just
his defense super suspect
and
too.
He just been God.
But come on, man. Like, what are the coaches doing? This is part of your job,
dude. Nick Nurse really, really irritates me, bro. He really does, bro.
I thought you liked Nick Nurse.
I do, but he irritates me. It's very irritating. Dog, you had a 6-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, I put my best defensive team on, and I live with Kawhi Leonard shooting over 2 people. If that's what you're gonna do, I live with that. So who do you got in this 6th game? Who you think's gonna win? I think Toronto closes it out.
You think Toronto goes to Oracle?
But I've been wrong all series. I said Golden State in 5.
Yeah, I said them in 6.
I said Toronto in the last game that was gonna close it out.
Yeah.
And my prediction is looking a little Paul Pierce
right now. I think we have a game 7 back in Toronto.
Ooh. Yeah.
I think there's a game 7 back in Toronto.
I think Toronto finishes on Saturday. So it's Father's Day, right?
Sunday.
When's Father's Day though?
Sunday.
So ladies, don't get upset at your significant other, your man, when you're ready to go out for dinner and do things on Father's Day. If he's a sports guy, he really rather spend his Father's Day watching the game.
Yeah. Nice little meal and some basketball. Come chill with me, baby.
That's it.
Come chill with me.
That's it.
That's it, dog.
Come take a nap. Come take a nap in my lap at halftime.
Yeah.
And let's finish watching this game.
Yeah, dig. Nap in my lap with too much dip on my chip.
ain't never too much dip.
Ain't never too much dip on me.
But look, man.
Yeah.
I got Toronto. You got Golden State.
Yeah, man.
But in Toronto's beat them twice. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, they can't go back to Golden State.
Yeah.
Kawhi is not scared of playing in Golden State as we've seen.
No, the team's not.
The team's not.
He's not. And you're right. The team's not.
And I'm sticking with with Toronto because I did pick them in 6
Ooh.
before the series started.
This would be game 6.
Monstradamus.
Hashtag Monstradamus.
Oh man. I just think something happens.
Okay.
In Oakland. And as you know, this is the last home game at Oracle Arena because they're moving to Chase Arena in San Francisco on next season. So this is the last home game.
The fans don't care. The fans don't care because they thought last game would have been the last home game.
Sure.
And they all left with 2 minutes left.
Right.
They don't care.
Interesting.
I got Toronto. I think Toronto's gonna finish it out, and I'm gonna live with that. I'm gonna live with that decision.
I mean, for their sake, you hope so.
Boy,
you hope so for Toronto's sake that they close it out.
Kyle Lowry.
There.
This is what I'd tell Kyle Lowry as a coach. I need you to go into the second half with only 2 fouls. I don't need you with 3 fouls.
I don't need you picking up 90 feet from the bucket.
Stop it, bro.
I don't need that. Look, this is what I'll tell Kyle Lowry. If I'm Nick Nurse, I'll keep it 100 with him. Hey, man, Steph Curry's better than you. Don't pick him up 90 feet away from the bucket, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fall back.
Just play good defense. But you got to keep Kyle Lowry out there because he's one of the better defenders on their team.
But Steph Curry's still better.
Yeah, he is. Of course he is.
Like, fall back, dog. You're not gonna get and stop reaching when 7-footers grab rebounds, bro.
Stop it.
You're 6 feet tall. They're 7 feet tall. Stop.
Yeah, he's a wild card. Kind of what he did over the summer league when he threw the ball at one of the female refs out here.
Oh my God,
that was pretty bad. I was there. That was at the Compact Center. I don't even think that place open anymore. That place off of Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell.
Oh yeah.
What's that? The Compact? Is it called the Compact?
Is it Compact? You said Las Vegas
Boulevard
and Russell. I don't know.
But yeah, 6 and you got 7.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, for
put your bets in.
For the city of Toronto, like, this would be everything for them. It would be everything. I mean, it's still a hockey city. Canada is still a hockey country. But to have a team that's been in existence, better part of 2 decades or more, to get an NBA title would mean everything to the country, not just the city of Toronto.
I agree. So there is some, and switching gears here, we're going right to baseball. Mm-hmm. Big Papi.
Man, bro.
was shot while in DR. It's been a lot of stuff going on.
People coming up missing. People coming up dead.
In DR, though.
Yeah. I was trying to go to the DR next year.
Yeah,
next year. I won't be doing it. I'm so glad I didn't make the financial commitment to it, because I'd have been a little upset.
Big Papi, supposedly, and this is just a rumor. Mm-hmm. You never know exactly what's going on. I guess the internet supposedly, all of the detectives on the Facebook and the internet say that Big Papi slept with a drug lord's wife. Man, stop it. What is it?
So something like a Pablo Escobar, or I mean, if you want to go the female route, we can go Griselda Blanco. A drug that's a drug lord.
Would you have dated Griselda Blanco?
Look, man, let me tell y'all something. If I was a single man, hey, my man, hey, and speaking of the Bay, she had the boy Charles. I forgot his last name, but he was from the Bay. She had him.
Yeah, she did.
Man. Yeah. Hey, tongue kissed her all in the throat.
I mean, when he dealing with about $50 million a week.
Boy, 50 billion. That boy, man. She was a cash money billionaire.
Yeah.
In real life. And what a lot of people don't know, just a little tidbit, because people think it's the opposite. People think Pablo was the dude automatically. No. Griselda put Pablo on. A lot of people don't understand.
I want to see that Netflixer.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, they show it in the second Cocaine Cowboys. Yeah. The second one. Yeah. Griselda put Pablo on. Yeah. Pablo showed up to her house.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, if I was a single man, man.
Big Papi is in a Boston hospital right now, man.
Yeah.
Recovering from surgery. I think he had his gallbladder removed, right?
Gallbladder, parts, his liver,
some of his intestines,
and parts of his intestines.
Yeah, yes. I mean, they had to fly him into Boston to get.
They went out there quick to grab him. Like, we're not leaving him out here.
Because
they don't trust the doctors out there. No, they don't trust people getting into those hospitals. They were trying to assassinate David Ortiz.
They were trying to kill him. So what makes me believe?
And that's an assassination attempt, because he's huge out there.
No question. He's the man.
I'm not going to fall for the rhetoric for a person to say, I didn't know that was Big Papi. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. My thing is, the only thing I can think, because when they first reported it, they were saying that the bullet went through his back and out of his stomach. That lets me know that it was a target round instead of a hollow point. Had that been a hollow point, we might be slow singing and flower bringing for Big Papi Ortiz.
Wow.
Had that been a hollow point.
Look, message to all of you people who feel that you've made it and that you can go back to and mingle.
Tyrone Robinson said that man ain't going back. Pitbull don't go back to, well, he's from Cuba, right? He said he don't go back.
Everybody don't love you, though.
No, they don't. They pretend.
Fake love.
Fake love.
I wonder how, I would like to be a fly on the wall to see how many people I meet or how many people I see on a weekly basis that, oh, Dre, what's up, man? You know, with all smiles and love.
Sure.
But really don't mean
you really
it.
don't love me in real life.
I'm okay with that.
You could really care less about my well-being.
You can't do it, bros.
Nope.
Every place is not meant to go.
Nope. Nope.
You can't hang like that.
Can't kick it in the DR like
and
that.
If the rumors are true and Big Papi was doing that, you can't be. I mean, you know,
make a bed. You gotta sleep.
You gotta be able to sleep in that bed. You made
it's tough.
You made it.
It's tough.
And even being back in the U.S., you still gotta watch your back.
Still,
gotta be careful.
If he's a drug lord,
if that's really what it is,
it just doesn't really stop in DR.
If it was just the dude selling drugs on the corner,
right? No, we don't believe.
No,
you need more people.
No, if this is a drug lord, then he can touch you.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Italians touch you in places, and they wasn't as, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it like you said, drug lord?
Lord. There's a Lord behind your name.
Anybody call you Lord? If you're called Lord or a Lord, bro, you can go gadget them arms, bro.
Here come Goose Lord.
What? Lord Vader?
Lord Goose.
Lord Vader killed millions of Jedis.
Lord Goose.
If first of all, Lord Goose wouldn't be nowhere around,
boy.
If you was getting touched, Lord Goose wouldn't be there.
I've already got a team that's willing to put in 50 years
right now. Griselda Blanco had hit men, plural, men. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to wish Big Papi well, man. That was really unfortunate. That something and someone would be able to do that to him in his hometown.
Yep.
His
sucks, man.
But thank God he's still alive because that was point blank range. You know,
like he was at point blank range, bro.
Did you see the video?
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
I didn't want to watch it.
But it's far away. It's not something.
Yeah, but I still, you know.
Yeah. I don't just hearing the scenario, I feel as though I've watched it. Just hearing what happened. Anytime you go to shoot somebody in the back, that's already a cowardly. Shooting somebody is already a cowardly deed. Then you go to shoot them in the back is far more cowardly. Again, I want to reiterate this. That was a practice target round. Meaning it goes straight through its target and out. Had that been a hollow point bullet,
wow,
we may not be that plane that flew from Boston to get Big Papi would have been getting him in the pine box.
And hollow points are not illegal.
No.
Right?
No.
So I have a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have
every law-abiding citizen should,
right? And I have some hollow point joints,
as you should.
Now, I'm not going to tell you in which order I have my clip as far as hollow points and just regular bullets, but I have it mixed because my first shot may not hit, my second one may not, but I'm gonna get you. Right? It's just which one you gonna get.
Sure.
It's a guessing game at that point.
Yeah.
But we wish him well, man, and we also want to wish us switching to boxing.
Yeah.
Is he still in the hospital?
Zab Judah. Yeah, he is. Brain swelling has gone down. Stable condition from the last I heard. Look, man.
Look, when you have brain bleeding on the brain, they have to open the head if the brain is swelling so that the brain could have room and air to breathe.
Sure.
If he doesn't stop boxing after this,
bro, like come on, fam.
Look, Dana goes, what happened to Zab Judah? I said, he shouldn't have been boxing.
He was in his own way.
How old is he now?
See, him and Floyd the same age. They came up in amateurs together. Him and Floyd same age. Yep, probably 41.
bro.
And that's the thing. Like with any job, you need to know when your fallback. Yeah. You need to have a fallback because you can't be going to your 50s.
I agree.
Still boxing. You have to know
like
when to have your fallback and when to quit something like that.
Yeah, it's boxing. Like this is not.
That's why Floyd's taking these fights across the world to fight somebody that he knows. I'm just getting paid. I'm not getting hit.
Sure.
Yeah, but it takes one punch.
Yep.
You know, your reflex game ain't the same as it was when you were 20.
Yeah.
You know, it may be just a tad bit slower.
Right. Ain't the same when you fought Floyd, because he actually gave Floyd a really good fight, and he was actually low key winning the fight before the low blow.
We had Iran Barkley come to Cimarron back in the day, and he was probably early 30s, and I mean he couldn't talk. We were like, yo, we don't know what you're saying to us, bro. Like, thank you for the motivational speech.
Yeah, what we heard of it.
Yeah, you sound like a rock.
Ouch.
Yeah,
and it's sad watching these boxers go through that.
It's tough, man. And when people, you know, wanna play like they know boxing. Oh, Floyd was a runner. He was this. He was that. Well, first of all, Floyd, if you look at his early career, he fought strictly in the pocket.
Yeah.
Like that was his style. Like his style was to fight in the pocket, make you miss as many times as humanly possible in the pocket and throw punches. Like the majority of Floyd's knockouts came within his first 30 to 35 fights. When he moved up in weight is when the knockouts started to dwindle.
We're going to have to get Robert Taylor.
Yes.
Son.
Yes. Izzy.
Young Izzy
Gotta
on the
get
show.
Izzy on the show, man. Izzy's dope. Izzy's dope. Super dope. Got a left hook that's ignorant.
Yeah.
Shout out Izzy Taylor, man.
And get well, Zab, man.
Please get well, Zab. Please get well, Zab. Cameron Jordan, switching gears to the NFL, signs a 3-year, $52.5 million deal with $42.5 guaranteed.
Dang.
A
lot of chips.
Get paid, young fella. Get paid. Kellen Winslow Jr. is just a nasty something. Found guilty on the rape of a 50-plus-year-old homeless woman.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But then I read a report that...
Like, she reported it, though? Like, man, where do you live?
Like, but here's my thing, though. How did
he get caught in the act?
How did this happen, though? Like, were you walking down the street and just saw the woman on the curb? Like, were you at the store and she was at the store and you said what's up and she didn't say nothing back, and then you commenced to doing ignorant stuff? Like what happened? How did this come about?
You can't get a girlfriend, bro?
Like, come on, bro. You played in the National Football League. Pretty decent looking guy.
You could make the homeless girl your girlfriend. Give her $5.
Give her a shower.
Dude.
Put some clothes on her.
He could have went to, like I told Goose, El Cortez with a high 50. Or the Silver Nugget with 2 drink tickets and left up out of there with somebody willing.
Yes. Not that's going to file a rape charge on you, but willing to at least spend that evening with you.
And you would think that he watched a little bit of Darren Pencil Sharpner's case. I mean, it makes no sense for these football players to see their peers,
I don't understand,
get in trouble for the same things that you are doing, but you keep doing them.
I don't get it. I'll never understand.
I'll never understand the mind of a person who feels like he needs to take someone's soul.
Because that's what he did. He took her soul.
Come on, dog.
From her. Like what's the thought process of a person that is that number one just thinks of doing it in the first place, and then on top of that, now you act upon it and you force someone against their will to have a sexual encounter with you.
Boy,
like what is that, bro?
If I feel that the connection it isn't there with me, I'll turn over and go to sleep on you quick,
ASAP, right now. I'm gone. Narcolepsy. I'm out.
Narcolepsy.
Right now, gone. I'm gone.
It makes no sense, bros.
I don't understand, bro. Mental health is a very real thing.
Yes, it
bro.
is.
I'm not going to even go the CTE route, bro. I'm not going to even go there because I believe this is something that was probably ingrained in him. Like, you don't just think of nothing like that in your adult life, bro. You don't. That something like that is ingrained in you early.
We're not doing the CTE route.
I'm not going CTE, bro. No, I'm not, because now that's an excuse. I'm not going to give him that. Like, this is something that happened early in his life.
He underachieved as a football player, and now you're taking
great college player. He actually had a decent pro career, though.
He could have been better,
He could have been a lot better, but he actually had a decent pro career, bro. He actually had a couple of 1,000-yard seasons. What, he played 9 years in the league, 10 years in the league? Something like that.
Was it that long?
8 years?
I mean, because he was acting up in the league, too.
Sure he was.
I mean,
Sure he was. Yelling at reporters. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely he was. No question.
A little entitled, maybe.
That's possible.
And that's why I say he's underachieved. And then in life...
Well, he'll never be better than his dad. No, he'll never become with.
So you saw another report saying that was it a mistrial?
That it could have been a mistrial. Now, I don't know how true that report is, and I can't even name the source now that I think about it. It was just a report I saw. Now, to compound that, let's add to that. That was the only one of its kind that I saw. So it could have been fake news.
I don't have no sympathy for any man going to court for an actual rape if he did it,
and especially one against the child too.
Come on, dog.
I'm really not going for that.
I don't even
I'm
want to
not
talk
going
about
for
it.
that, bro.
At all.
You have nothing to say to me. Zero to say to me. Conversation over. But to
9 years is what he's
9 years for
9 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
it should be at least 25.
I mean,
wait, he only got 9 years?
Well,
that's
the report.
That's the report. Now we don't know. Like, I would really have to sit down and actually do the full research on it.
Wow.
But from the reports, and this was several sources, said that he was getting 9 years in prison.
Well, what about you guys as ex-pass rusher?
Talking about
Alden Smith, man. I wasn't surprised.
You can't be surprised.
Can't be surprised.
It happens
at that.
monthly.
Can't be surprised at Alden Smith, man. This is just something that we actually saw. We actually saw this particular report.
How you fall from grace?
And he would have been one of the best of all time at his position.
That's what I'm saying. You just
easily
failed from grace.
Easily.
He was that talented of a pass rusher because he used the people around him, i.e. Cowboy Smith, to his advantage. Cowboy Smith demanded double teams every single snap, bro. He allowed Alden Smith to get 20 plus sacks.
Nice.
And I'm not going to take nothing away from Alden Smith because you got to get there. And he's a freak athlete, an extreme athlete, 6'5", probably 265 pounds. Kind of remind me of like a Javon Curse.
Yeah, Curse.
Kind of remind me of that a little bit. Freakish athlete and can just get to the quarterback, bro. But he used Cowboy Smith to his example, to his advantage. Wow. So, yeah, man.
Still in football news, Jadeveon Clowney.
A no-show. A no-show at camp. You want that bag, man.
And you know what? He should get a bag.
Should get a bag.
It started out
his
rough.
Injuries.
It started out rough.
Yes.
But he helped catapult that defense to being a really good defense.
And he played through some injuries as well. So, hey man,
I just don't know.
I need them chippers.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if this may be the last ride in Houston.
Yeah. Will we take him in Frisco?
I'll take him in Pittsburgh.
Sure you would. Absolutely. Absolutely. No question. He'd be great. He'd be great in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but we're not giving a bag up.
No.
That's one thing we don't do.
The Roonies ain't giving
out we ain't doing that.
Money. What?
We ain't doing that.
Roonies ain't doing that, dog. No way.
No, we'll get another one in
the draft. We'll draft one.
Yeah.
Third round. Find a gym.
Yeah, and then when
$500,000 for his first 4 years.
Yeah, and then when he's done for the first, we'll go get another.
We'll go get another one. Let him get it back somewhere else.
That's great.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are like the summer league teams of the NFL, right? They pay you minimal. They let everyone else see your talent, and then they let everyone else pay you the big money.
Yeah, and we'll let you go
after you done won. 9-10 football games for them. You somebody else. You go to a sorry team and get paid over there. And
I like that.
Go
be great.
That's a pattern I've noticed with them.
Yeah, we're gonna help you be great.
Yeah, but we're not gonna pay.
We're not gonna pay you, but we'll set you up where someone else will pay you.
Sure, we'll set you up.
That's love.
That's love.
That's what Popovich did to Kawhi Leonard.
Sure did. He sure did.
Wow.
Because the Spurs are the exact same way.
Yeah,
they don't just give up the bag like that. They don't give up the bag like that.
Leonard, you got to give up the bag if you want to stay relevant.
Pop didn't see it that way.
Yeah. Well,
I think Pop is genuinely happy for Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I think.
Because he leads me to believe he's that kind of guy.
Yeah, he is.
He don't lead me to believe that he a weenie.
He ain't mad.
I don't think he's a weenie.
No.
Pop ain't no weenie.
He's like, if you gonna win, go do it on the East.
Yeah. I don't think Pop is a weenie, but I think he's like a dry snitcher kind of.
Oh, he's a dry snitcher.
He's kind of like a dry snitcher a little bit. Yeah. Y'all can't get such and such. No. When he went up in arms about the Powell trade.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that let me know he was a dry snitcher. That right there, that let me know he's a dry potential dry snitcher. Yeah. But I don't think he's like just like a crier or anything like that.
So I'm thinking about actually placing the bet before I leave town. So I won't be here Saturday. I just, my son has a basketball tournament in California, and he leaves Thursday.
To be there, man.
And so we're leaving Friday. And I'm thinking about putting a bet in, and I don't gamble.
Right.
But I'm thinking about putting a 2-teamer in for this weekend, because I was told by Lance that if I put $100 on Toronto to win the next game and they win, I think I only get like $90. But if I go in with that same $100 on a 2-teamer, I could win $290, almost $300. So I'm thinking that the New York Yankees play someone this weekend. I got to look on that schedule.
Who they in the series with now? The Mets.
Right.
They were losing last time. They was down 6-3.
Right.
The last time.
But this weekend, I'm thinking about going with Toronto and whoever the Yankees are playing.
I think they continue their Subway Series with the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. With the Mets. I think they got 2 more games in that series, maybe.
So I might do it.
Go ahead, throw some chips on your Yanks, man.
I might do it.
Why not? It'll
be the first time I ever put money on the Yankees.
Yeah. Why not?
2-teamer.
I don't usually bet my teams, bro. I don't usually. The only time I've bet the Niners was with like a over under.
Right.
I've never straight bet them or bet against them. I never bet the Lakers, and because every time I seem to think about it, at that time, the Charlotte Bobcats, they always lost to the Bobcats at home. The Lakers could never beat the Bobcats at Staples. Like there was like a 3 or 4 year stretch where the Lakers could not beat them at Staples Center. Just couldn't.
Well, let me ask you
and
this.
I never bet the Braves.
Let me ask you this before we leave.
Yeah.
Does that prediction of maybe all of these big free agents may stay put?
Look, now that we're with that incident happening,
ouch,
on last night, bro, that throws a monkey wrench into July 1st. It really truly does, because
it could change everything.
Everything. It
changes the whole entire summer.
Changes everything. One guy.
Yep.
One dude.
Yeah. And if Toronto
his injury.
And if Toronto wins, I wouldn't be surprised if they offer Kawhi Leonard the bag and he stayed. Butler, if he finds out that Kawhi is staying and KD is staying, I don't see why he wouldn't re-sign with Philly.
But to piggyback on that, I heard through reports that they're looking more toward Tobias Harris, which
to re-sign.
Yeah, which I'm like, I like Tobias Harris. But if you gave me a choice,
yeah, I'm getting Butler.
Are you getting him for less though? Is that something they don't want to max somebody?
You are getting him for less.
You would get him for less. Yes, you would definitely get Tobias Harris for less than Jimmy Butler for sure.
You probably get Tobias on a 4-year,
probably buck 30, buck 40 maybe.
Oh,
that's high.
I was going
low. We're 4-year.
Yeah,
because he's making what, $17 million a year right now.
Yeah, I would go up 20. So I would.
You'll go up to $20 million.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna want more than that.
4-year 90.
He's gonna want more than that, bro.
A 4-year 90. Yeah. I'm not turning that.
Yeah, he's gonna want more than $20 million a year. So from 17 to 20, that's not. Yeah. Now thinking about it, of course, we would that's something we would do. I'm just trying to put myself inside of his psyche.
Yeah.
A $3 million raise.
Well, if he does get that 120 or whatever you said he would, it's probably way cheaper than Butler would.
Sure.
Butler's looking around the same amount of money Chris Paul got, which he should have got.
$154, which is what I think Chris Paul got, $154.
Ouch.
If I'm not mistaken. $164. Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Well,
he still got 3 years and $120 to go.
Boy.
Doggy. Yikes.
I don't know. If
him and the bad hammies.
If everyone stays put,
I still think we see a lot of movement. I think we see it in different places than we would have.
Yeah, I would go with that.
I think Kemba probably moves.
Moves.
I think Kyrie probably moves. Yep. I think that Anthony Davis probably moves.
Yep.
I think that Butler may move, and a couple of key role players will be shifting around.
I think Kemba moves to play in a situation where he knows he can at least compete.
He has to. You're not turning that money down.
If you're going to turn down a supermax, you have to go to a situation where you know you can at least compete for a title.
OKC.
And write this down. Anthony Davis might be a Laker before the NBA draft.
Yeah.
When's the NBA draft?
9 days away.
21st.
9 days away.
You think so?
9 days away.
I heard David is really asking for the bag. He's asking for a lot.
Who? Jimmy?
Griffin.
David Griffin.
David Griffin. Okay.
I heard he's asking a lot.
Well, look.
The longer he waits, the less he'll get.
Yeah. You better strike while
everybody knows that now.
G.
Laker fans do not want to give up their young core for Anthony Davis. But they don't.
But now they have that draft pick that helps solidify something else now. Now you have something else you can give up. But with him saying he kind of going out with the reports of him only wanting to stay in New York or L.A., that limits what you can do. And that's almost forcing the trade to the team you want.
Sure.
But we saw San Antonio not giving to that same thing that Kawhi was doing last year, trading him to Toronto. He might end up staying in Toronto.
Sure.
Wow. I mean,
it's going to be a real interesting.
It is going to be interesting. If I was the Lakers, I'd be content this summer with getting AD and Tobias Harris.
Again,
It's a pretty good squad.
I would.
Yeah.
It is, but I mean, if you gave me a choice, I'd rather have Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, but if Butler is not coming, I'll take Tobias.
Yeah.
Put him right back in L.A.
But here's the thing. If Anthony Davis does get traded there before, let's say, free agency happens, there's free agents that are going to want to play with Anthony Davis and LeBron James in L.A.
No doubt.
So that whole no free agents want to go there is going to totally flip.
Carmelo's going to want to go there.
Oh, my God.
Please no.
God, no.
Tony Allen may come out of retirement for this.
Come on, family. It's a dude that got his jersey retired, averaging 9 points a game for his career.
Rudy Gay may say, you know what? I think L.A. may be a little nice.
No. I don't care who else we get. Defenders and three-point shooters. I don't care who else we get.
Need a shooter. A shooter would be okay with me right now. Just give me a shooter.
JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without
anybody but Casey.
And I don't
Casey,
like
nope.
nobody from Duke.
Contavious Caldwell,
Redick,
nope.
He can put on a Laker uniform. Sure he can.
Do not sleep on Boston. I don't think Boston's dead set with keeping all of those young dudes together.
I heard something about Al Horford being shipped off.
I told you, man.
Yikes!
It's time.
Yikes!
Him as a Laker wouldn't be a bad look. That's the stretch center that you need.
Probably can get him for cheap too.
Give him that fourth pick.
That'd be the shooter that we wanted, though.
Well, Horford can shoot. He shoot better three than Kyle Lowry.
We need a guard that can shoot. We need a guard. We need like a guard.
And you need defense too.
And we need a defender on the perimeter.
And down low.
And inside.
Ouch.
Yeah. I don't want to talk Laker basketball anymore.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
We appreciate everybody chiming in and staying up late with us, man.
Shout
as we
out
give you guys the best
Tyrone
of
Robinson,
Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m. We got a little late start today, man, but we appreciate everybody staying with us and being able to
you actually got a lot of people watching late, though, man.
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. Prime time spot right there, G. The TNT West Coast game, says Kareem Mueller.
And we may be on to something.
Maybe. You never know.
They need to stream our show at Bourbon Street.
Ooh, that'd be crazy.
Put it on the big screen.
That'd be crazy.
That's all.
Bro, I almost just caught a Charlie horse in the back of my leg. So ignorant. I don't know if y'all saw me jerk just a minute ago. See, take a swig of water real quick.
Big ups to Dana White, who was in the building
yes,
today.
Indeed, man. UFC.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
UFC, man.
Yeah.
Blessing the Guerilla Cross Studios.
Yeah. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Hey, your man Goose Thomas. that didn't sound right. Your man Goose Thomas.
Hey, we appreciate everybody chiming in to the best Sports Talk Radio show in the land, man. And guess what? If you're scared,
drink some water.